little bit stuck. What are you talking about, Trey? Trey, what are you talking about?
You said the phones don't have it for mine.
Okay. So it gives you that this angle right here is 54 degrees, and it wants you to find the measure of angle 1. Okay, so I'm going to show you a way that a kid in my third period did it, and he only had to use 3 steps. He did pretty good. And I used way more steps than that. And I'll show you there's multiple ways to find it using all of the information that we learned first semester. Corresponding angles, vertical angles, consecutive interior, linear pair, alternate interior. So remember with all of those, only 2 of them are supplementary. Which 2 add to 180? Which 2 on the board add to 180? Linear pair and consecutive interior. These are the only 2 that add to 180 degrees. All of the other special pairs are congruent, which means they're equal to each other. Okay? So let's talk about, so the kid in my third period, he did pretty good. He saw that these 2 were congruent. What type of angles did I highlight? What type of angles are those? They are equal, but what type are they? Not corresponding, because they're on opposite sides. So they alternate sides, and they're inside the parallel line. So they're alternate interior. Okay? So he put a 54 there. And that's what I want y'all to do, is fill in this picture. Okay, so put your 54 on there. And then he saw that this angle and this angle were alternate interior, which you kind of have to look at it a little differently because it's kind of in a different direction. So this green angle is 54. Okay, does everybody understand how we got that? Alternate interior angles are congruent. Now, how do we find angle number 1? Okay, think about this just being a line and 2 angles. Exactly, Ricardo. That's a linear pair. 2 adjacent angles that have a straight line are a linear pair. So 180 minus 54. What's that give us? Trey, what'd you get? Put it in your calculator. 180 minus 54. I don't know. It's not a good answer when you got a calculator in front of you. Good. 126. I did a way longer way when I went this morning because I didn't see those alternate interior angles right away. I used a linear pair, so I found that this was 126. Okay, so you could have started there. Anything that you see, just use what you know. So I saw this was a linear pair. These 2 angles are consecutive interior. Okay, so they add to 180. Then these 2 add to 180 because they're a linear pair. These 2 add to 180 because they're consecutive interior. Okay, so you go from what you know, use the special angles that you know to get to what you don't know. Okay, which is that angle number 1. Okay, so fill in everything that you can on a picture like this. Okay, fill in vertical angles. You could have put that this over here was 54, and this was 54, and this was 126. Okay, you can fill in all those vertical angles. Not all of them may help you, but some of them will. Okay. All right. How much of that volume sheet did you get done on Monday? I think y'all turned it in. I had all but Juan's maybe. Everybody turned it in. It looked like y'all worked on it. Y'all want to go over it? No. No? I know y'all don't want to do anything. All right. Let's look at it. Let me pass back the ones I had. I had Daniels, Parasols. I don't have Trey's either. Did you hear my note, Trey? Yeah. TJ?
I don't think it was hard.
Aaron? Ricardo, Juan, get yours out. Trey, get yours out. Yep. Good. I'm glad that y'all worked. I appreciate that.
Somebody did.
Number 3 was harder.
Okay, well let's look at them and go over some of them. Okay? So, does everybody understand where to find the volume formulas on here? Because you're going to have this on your ESC. Okay? So as long as you can find the volume formulas, I think you can be successful. successful in these problems. So what is our formula for volume of a pyramid? What did we use? What'd you say? V equals what? 1 over 3 or 1/3. What's next? Big B, which is the area of the base, times H. So the tricky part on the pyramid is you have to find your big B first. It says the height of a square pyramid is 4 centimeters. So 1 over 3, I'm going to put parentheses, I'm going to put a 4 in for my H. Says while the length of the sides of the base is 6 centimeters. So the base of your pyramid looks like so, and the sides are 6. Now, how do we find the area? Just like we did on our do now, what did we do? We did 4 times 4 to get 16. So what do we do on this one?
6 times 6.
6 times 6. Very good, Trey. And what does that give us? Come on, don't put that in your calculator. You can do that in your head. Y'all need to know your multiplication
I don't
tables.
feel like doing it.
6 times 6.
I have to hit it.
Oh, y'all don't know that? Thank you, CJ. 36. So that is our big B, the area of our base. Put it in, okay? And put it in your calculator. And you should be looking for the answer that is centimeters cubed. Should be to the 3rd power. Okay? Should be looking for the answer that has centimeters cubed. Aaron, tell me what you get. Yeah, you're not doing anything, that's why I called him. That's the whole point. I'm sure y'all will get a chance too. Don't worry.
I've been
Chances start over every day.
there.
48. And we're going to use the centimeters cubed, so you should get D. Okay? And it's okay if you got it wrong. I'm just glad that y'all tried it when I wasn't here. Okay? Any questions on what we did there? First, you have to find big B. That's important, the area of the base. And sometimes it gives it to you. Sometimes it just gives you the base, and you have to find the area. Okay? All right, let's look at number 2. A cylinder has a radius of 4 feet and a height of 15. What's our formula for a cylinder, Trey? Okay, CJ? What is it? Formula for cylinder.
Oh.
Sorry, I wish I were napping too.
That'd be
Okay, Trey said he wants to try again.
That'd be V
Okay.
equals 1 over.
You want the answer?
No, I
For
don't
cylinder?
It's on that.
Look again. Cylinder.
What's that little?
Cylinder.
Oh, that V equals pi.
Pi.
R2.
R squared
Yeah, R squared.
times H. Very good. So it tells us that our radius is 4. So 4 squared, and our height is 15. Pretty easy. Okay? Plug it in, and then plug it into your calculator. CJ, tell me what you get. Pi times 4 squared times 15. Since you napped it. What'd you get? No, I want just the answer. I want just the answer to this. What'd you get? And you could do it with the pi on it. You gotta square this.
240.
Okay, 240, and what's with 240? What's on the end of it? 240 pi. Okay? So now, this question, that's not exactly what it's asking. That was just the first part. It says, by doubling the radius to 8 feet, how much does the volume of the cylinder increase? So you just have to do another volume problem. So, volume equals pi r squared times h. Instead of the 4, we're going to put in 8. 8 squared, and our height stays the same. So, Juan, tell me what you get for that one. So you're doing 2 problems, and then you're comparing. While y'all are figuring that out, I'm going to pass out some papers. What'd you get?
965.
Perfect. 960 pi. So funny. Okay? Now, it says, how much does the volume of the cylinder increase? So, the easiest way to do this is to take your first one and use all of your choices. Does it increase 2 times? So that would just be multiplying this by 2. Does that give you 960? Maybe, try it. What about when we do it times 3? Does that give us 960? What about 4, or what about 8? So you try. Don't yell the answer out. Let everybody have a chance to try. So you're using those choices to see how many times greater.
Did you great?
Sorry, okay, so multiply it times 2, times 3, times 4. Which one gives you 960? See, I have more for those key functions. I have more where those are coming from.